Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of May. And thank you for clicking this video. This is going to resonate with Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. So if you are a Taurus Sun watching this reading, please don't forget to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for total resonance, okay? So I'm just going to start with this Moonology card and then we will move forward to your tarot cards for this month, okay? This is to get your overall energy. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards. What do we have for Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus for this month of May? Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus. Whoa, something flipped. A fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. You could be an Aries or you could be dealing with an Aries this month of May. But this is more like a blessing with a full moon. And this is an action. I feel like you could be building something and you're going to get your rewards this month of May. And it's very fiery, like an Aries. And we have emotions are running high. It's going to make you feel happy. But I'm seeing something. Hold on. It's going to make you powerful. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It is something that is related to action because of the Aries. And then we have, what do you need to release? I feel like whatever you feel like you need to release, I feel like it's going to make you feel emotional, or it's going to make you feel like, oh, what the hell is going on? You know, it's going to make you feel like, what the hell? It's basically like that. And I feel like with this fiery climax approaches, it's something related to passion because of the red. But this is, you know, whatever you're going to release or whatever you feel like you need to release is going to make you feel good. But there is this sense of like a tower moment because of these emotions are running high. But I feel like the after, like the effect of this whole thing, it's going to make you feel better, but like at first it's going to overwhelm you. Take time to breathe out. So this could be fiery climax approaches. Okay, this is so intense. What do you need to release? And then we had take time to breathe out. So this could be a separation, or this could be maybe you're not expecting to separate yourself from someone and then you have to, and it's going to overwhelm you with this card. Could be that as well. Yeah. All right, let's get more cards for you, Taurus. I feel like it's something really related to emotions. But like whatever you need to do, it's going to overwhelm you. Alright, we have the grounding and then the ebb and flow. So I feel like you could be doing something right now with this ebb and flow, and with the grounding that's so specific. I feel like you are doing something for the future, and I feel like whatever you need to do, or it's like you're going to be forced to do something, but it's kind of like it's going to overwhelm you, but like after doing it you're going to feel good, you know, because you're going to realize that this is a must. You need to do it. You need to work on it. You need to do this grounding. I feel like the universe is like forcing you, or that's how you feel like. Okay, your ancestors are helping you, so I don't feel like you need to worry about anything though. Yeah, but I feel like there's something about the ocean or the water. But I feel like you're grounding right now. You are building solid foundations. You are building stability for your own self. And I also kind of feel like you're going to release this too much vulnerability. But this, what do you need to release? I feel like you're so in tune with your emotions right now. And because of what's happening right now or whatever is going on your May, it's going to like like you're going to force yourself, or you're going to feel forced to like go with the flow, with this ebb and flow, to go with the currents of life, the ups and downs, because you feel like, it's needed in life to release something, or to focus on something else rather than this other thing that you were working on. But I feel like what you need to release, I feel like you're going to release is too much vulnerability, you being too much in tune with your heart chakra. I feel like you're going to release it. I feel like you're going to start balancing your heart and your mind, because you feel like it's needed. And I feel like you are, maybe it's probably because you are grounding, you are building a solid foundation for yourself. That's probably why you're realizing that you need to be practical this time, something like that. All right, we have dream the world into being. And then we have be generous of spirit. I feel like this whole thing will make you feel so confident with yourself. I feel like whatever you are doing right now is going to make you feel confident. It's going to make you feel much more like a stronger person. And then bottom of the deck is lay a solid foundation. That's exactly what I've been saying. I feel like you are building something for yourself, or could be for your family, could be for whoever you are living with right now, or this could really be just about yourself, that you are, grounding, and you are building something like a stability for yourself. And with that being said, I feel like you're going to set aside your emotions, because you are being too much vulnerable. You're so in tune with your heart chakra. You're so connected with your heart, and you feel like for now you should go with the flow, and instead of really focusing on your emotions, or really being so aligned with your heart chakra, you're going to realize that you need to use your mind and your head for now. So, all right, let's go with your tarot cards. Let's find out what we have for our Taurus. Okay, what do we have for Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, that was fast. We have the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're really going to be so confident, especially with this Two of Pentacles in the verse and the Four of Wands in the verse. I feel like you could be doing something for your family. You could be married as well. I mean, the Queen of Wands is someone who's so successful. This person is so charismatic and balanced with life. And with the Wands, this is a passion thing. I feel like you are doing something that you really love right now, and I feel like people are going to see you as someone who's not juggling anymore, who's focused on the family with the Four of Wands. And for some of you, this is building your confidence, and I feel like with this Queen of Wands, people are going to see you as someone who's so like charismatic. And not just that, I feel like they're going to see you as someone who's really focused on the thing that they love the most right now. This could be the grounding thing work that you are dealing or working right now. I also feel like you are not, I feel like there is this thing that you've been wanting to do like in the past, and it was just an idea. um it was something for the family, or it is related to household or doing something like housework or something about the home life, that before you were juggling about it, but now you are not juggling about it, you're completely decided about it, and now you're going to do it with the wands. Okay. I also feel like this is you being comfortable, or being happy with what you are doing. We have the High Priestess in the verse. Something could be revealed to you this month of May. The Death in the verse. Okay, 2 cards came. 9 of Wands in reversed, and the 5 of Pentacles in reversed. Alright. I feel like you need to wait for a certain thing with the 3 of Wands. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is something about your family, really. 3 of Wands, and then this totally flipped out. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a family card, you know. And then the 4 of Swords. I feel like you need to wait about something. You need to wait. Really, it's not being stuck in. It could be really being stuck in your home with the 3 of Wands, because this is a waiting card, and then this is a home, and then we have the 4 of Swords. Like, you don't have any choice but to take a rest, take a break at home. That's probably why, because of the pandemic going on in our world. We have the Page of Swords in the verse, but I feel like you're not tied up. Okay, no burdens, that's cool. 8 of Wands, no need to rush. We have a new beginning. Yeah, you're really starting something new, something good. And I feel like right now you don't have any choice but to stay at home and planning things out. Could be that. Alright, but let's move forward to your tarot cards. We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, as I said earlier, I feel like your home life, or maybe you feel like your home life is kind of like imbalanced, with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the 4 of Wands in reverse. I kind of feel like you don't know when things are going to end with this High Priestess in reverse and the Death in reverse. It's probably why you feel like your home life or your family is kind of like imbalanced, because you don't know what's going to happen next with the Death in reverse. You don't know when this all of this is going to end, you know. And with the High Priestess in reverse, this is not knowing everything. And with the 9 of Wands in reverse, it's like you don't have any choice but to like just do it. It's kind of like unusual of you. You maybe you're the type of person who's kind of like an extrovert or something. Maybe you don't really usually stay at home, but you need to do it, you know, because you don't have any choice. And I feel like with the Hierophant in reverse, some rules or some things are kind of like unusual to you, and you just you don't have any choice but to get used to it. You don't have any choice but to, you know, go with the flow because of the ups and downs and whatever is happening in your life. But we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. I believe you are realizing that, you know, this is not the right time for you guys to be sneaky. This is the right time to, you know, stay calm and stay optimistic with whatever is happening in your life. And yeah, I feel like this whole thing that is happening in your life is going to make you feel like you're not supposed to be sneaky for some reasons. Like you have to be that good person. I don't know why I'm picking that up. Let's put it here. Okay, let's clarify this. Queen of Wands. Okay, that was fast. We have the 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. This is so good because this is all about pentacles. So you literally are building something. That's so earthy of you, Taurus. That's so earthy of you. All pentacles. I feel like you are doing something. You're working on something. And I feel like you're going to be patient with it. I feel like you're going to really bide your time, you know? Going to be patient with it. You're going to realize that there are some things that you need to learn and you need to master, and you're willing to do it. But right now there is no profit. But yeah, you're going to continue doing that because you feel like it's going to make you feel, or it's going to make you successful. Like at the end of the day, or a few years from now, or a few weeks from now, you're going to benefit from it, or you're going to profit from that. So you're going to be patient with it. You're going to work for it, and you're going to be patient with it. Whatever you are building right now, I feel like you are being patient with it because you feel like it's going to make you successful. It's going to be a success, you know? Ooh, okay. The moon in reversed. I feel like whatever is being revealed to you this May, I feel like it's going to make you feel a little bit imbalanced because it is something unusual. Something unusual. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so yeah, I feel like something is really going to be revealed to you, and it's going to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's unusual. It's kind of unique, or it's not what you see in everyday lives. It is something unexpected, I feel like, but like you have to accept it. Can we have one more card for this moon? Okay, we have the Death, Six of Cups, King of Wands reversed. For some of you, someone could be coming back from your past. Someone wants to come back from your past, but we have the Death. I feel like for some of you, when they tell you, or when they talk to you that, oh, I want to come back, I don't feel like you're going to accept them. I feel like that's how you're going to realize that, oh, it's totally over, that I'm comfortable with my life. I want to be the queen once. I want to build something on my own. I want to build something alone. And even if this person comes back, I feel like you're not going to accept it. I feel like that's the realization. That's probably the thing that's going to make you feel a little bit imbalanced, because you kind of like not going to expect it, that you're over it. You're totally over it. And then we have the King of Wands in the verse. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, someone who did not take an action before, or in the past, or just recently, and then you were expecting for them to take an action, and now that they're taking an action, you're kind of like, I don't want it. Like, you don't want it anymore. Like, that's how you're going to realize that it's the end. Four of Wands. Ooh. I think you're secretly being free, or you're freeing yourself from something. Could be an addiction with the devil. This could be really a separation, because we have the Hierophant in reverse. That's the traditional marriage. And then we have the what do you need to release. And then we have the Death right here. And then the Moon. Could be that. It could be a separation, really. With the Hierophant. And then what do you need to release? And then the separation. The whole separation thing. You feel like it's becoming unsuccessful with the Six of Wands in the verse. You feel like you don't really know what's going to happen with the High Priestess in the verse and the Death. You don't really know when really are you going to transform or change or really get out of that situation. But then we have the Devil in the verse. So you are freeing your own self from addiction or from a toxic relationship with the Four of Wands as well. Could be that it was once happy, it was it was a happy marriage before, but then you don't want any lies, or you don't want any betrayal, or you don't want to be lied to, you don't want to be deceived anymore. And that's why you're probably giving up. With the Nine of Wands in the verse and with the Five of Pentacles in the verse, you don't want to suffer alone anymore. You don't want to feel like you are just alone in this whole relationship. Especially we have this, what do you need to release? Like, you just want to be successful. You just want to have that stable beginning. I don't feel like you have this really big dreams and big goals as a person. You're very, you know how to be contented, but it's just that you are in a situation that's kind of like, what the hell is going on? You know, you're in a situation that is full of toxicity and imbalance, but it's going to end. You could be going on a transformation mode. Especially we have the Nine of Pentacles right here. You know, the clarification for the Queen of Wands that also signifies singlehood. So you could really be separating yourself from someone to ground something for your own self. And yeah, bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords again. So you don't want any betrayal or lies anymore. Alright, the High Priestess in reverse. What do we need to know about the High Priestess? I feel like not being able to find out what's going to happen next is actually going to make you feel, or it's making you feel like, you know, that suffering, emotionally suffering, mentally suffering, because you don't know what's going to happen next. But you know, the first step to in this whole situation that you are dealing with right now, I feel like you should celebrate, you know, freeing yourself from a toxic relationship, standing your ground. We have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Standing your ground, being righteous, being fair to yourself because you want to have a happy marriage. Like, you just want to be the faithful parent or mother, or you know, you just want to be the faithful person. You just want to be happy. You're very contented. You want, you know how to be contented. All right, you have this very small. Okay, the card just fell on the ground, and I might need to take it. But yeah, it's kind of like you just want that happy family, and then this whole thing is actually burdening you. We have the Queen of Wands in the verse, and then the Ten of Wands. I might need to get the card that fell on the ground. Hold on, you guys. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, with the High Priestess in reverse, I feel like not knowing everything will make you feel like, when is this going to end? You know, I feel like that's what you keep asking to yourself. When is this all going to end? Because you don't know when this is going to end. But I feel like with the Devil in reverse, you're feeling, you have these emotions or feelings that you're slowly freeing yourself, or you've already freed yourself from a toxic situation. But it's kind of like not knowing what to do next, or not knowing what's going to happen next. It's actually freaking you out. Then we have the Death. Two Pentacles for the Death. Yeah, I feel like you've already found a solution. I feel like you already found, it could be a person, it could be you already found the one, it could be that you already found the solution, it could be that you already found a stable way, or a step on how to really move forward. But you kind of like juggling, I feel like, because for some reasons you were juggling. Can we have a card for this Two Pentacles? Yeah, because you feel like if you start right now, it's not going to be stable. you're kind of like juggling because you feel like, you want to start right now because you already have a solution, or you already have that person that you want to marry probably, or you found something that is good, that is better than this whole situation, than this whole thing. But then you feel like if you start right now, if you feel like if you rush in right now, it's not going to be good. It's going to be a little bit imbalanced because it's not the right time, or you feel like you need to do some other things, or you need to wait. Literally, you feel like it's not the right time to come out of the shell, something like that. Oh, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles in the bright. So you really are starting something new. Okay, this is for the Nine of Wands in reversed. If this is separation, you could really be giving up on this person, the Magician. This is a trickster, okay? This person could have said something really not hurtful, but it's kind of like they gave you false hope, or they gave you something that isn't really, what's happening, or that isn't really what they're about to give to you, and then they said they're going to give something to you, but then turns out it wasn't like that, okay? You were like scammed or something. This is a trickster. So you could be giving up on someone, on a person who lied to you so many times, and they're so good with words. With the Magician in reversed, you want to manifest things with them, but then you don't want to be lied to, or you don't want to feel deceived anymore. So it could be that. But yeah, if this isn't a separation, it could be that this Magician in reverse could mean that you want to manifest things, but you also feel like you don't have to be protective of that wands, because you feel like it's not really the right time for you guys to manifest things. So you're not really being protective with that wands, with those wands. So you're kind of like really chilling around. Like the new thing is making you feel chill and calm and serene, while this thing that you are leaving or separating from is making you feel that anxiety and suffering. But it's kind of like you're not totally thinking about this giving up situation, or this not protecting the ones. You're not totally focusing on that, or really thinking about it so deeply, because you want to feel good. You want to feel good just for once. And then we have the Two of Swords to clarify that Five of Pentacles in the verse. So that's exactly what I've been saying. You're ready to move. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to step forward. But it's kind of like you feel like you need to heal your emotional state. You have to be good first. You have to feel good. This is you wanting to move forward. You're ready, but it's kind of like you're waiting for something. And I feel like that waiting that I'm talking about is you realizing that you need to heal, or you need to wait. You feel like it's not the right time. So that is a Two of Swords. You're kind of like ready, but you're waiting for a ghost signal. You're waiting for a sign. You're waiting for a synchronicity for you to go forward before you can move forward. So if you are moving forward to a new relationship, you're kind of like waiting for something first, okay? Or it could be that you're waiting for your own self to heal first before you could really move forward. This could be that. Okay, the Hierophant in reversed. The Eight of Wands, yes. You're not rushing in. You're not rushing in. I feel like because of the separation, could be that. It could be that because of the separation, that's probably why you're not, you're not rushing in. You're trying to calm yourself down. You're trying to just go with the flow and slow and steady. It's kind of like that. Probably because of the separation. So if you are moving towards a new relationship, this is you slowing things down because you want it to be a little bit more stable. You believe that slow and steady wins the race. If this is a new job, or if this is a new career, you feel like you need to learn more things first before you could really move forward. because we have this Eight of Pentacles to clarify the Queen of Wands. You feel like you know something, but you feel like you need to improve it much more before you could really move forward. And then last but not the least, Seven of Swords. Yes, okay. You're not offering your cup of love, but it doesn't mean that you're closed off, okay? You want sincerity. That's what you are feeling and wanting to like happen. You want sincerity from the other person. The new person that you could be moving forward to. It could be that they're not offering their cup of love yet. It could be that with this Ace of Cups, with the Ace of Cups in reversed. And you don't want to appear like you are being strategic, you're being too focused on the relationship. You don't want to appear like you are rushing into a new relationship. And then bottom of the deck is Seven of Pentacles. So you'd rather really wait, before you could really move forward. And if that's a new job, if that's a new career, then maybe you're thinking that this isn't really the right time to start something, to really offer that aces to your employer or to whoever you have partnership with in the business, because you feel like it's not the right time. You feel like it's not the right time to be strategic, that for now it's time to focus on really grounding the step by step, slow and steady. So that is what I got for you, Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus. I hope this is helpful, and I will see you in the next monthly reading. Take care, lots of love, Taurus, and yep.